Hey everyone, this is VJose32 back again. 366 days of cards right here, and it's time for a deck review. I apologize for using the webcam, but I just figured once a week ain't bad. And plus, this deck is not, anything special. I apologize. Let me just have the camera here. Anyways, for those of you who think all my reviews are very positive and whatnot, you're in for a treat. And you're in for something a little bit different. This is a Bicycle Karnival DeathHeads Carnage Edition. Top says Bicycle, bottom says Karnival DeathHeads Carnage Edition. And you got a skull and crossbones. And it's pretty nice looking, and it's probably just about the best thing of the whole deck is the box. One side, playing cards made in the USA by USPCC. And a couple of skulls and crossbones. The other side, it says brought to you by CarnivalInc.com with more skulls and crossbones. The top, skulls and crossbones, and it says under the seal, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it says open at your own risk. It's pretty cool. I like that. At the bottom, trademark information. It says it's design artwork by Sam Hales, DoseProd.com, CarnivalInc.com, and there's an 8 of diamonds reveal in the barcode, which is hard to see because of the color on this box and this camera as well, but it's there. The back shows you kind of what the back of the cards looks like, and then there's a seal, which is a standard black seal. The flap, just some trademark stuff, and some splatters you can see, which is also on the top and on the front of the box. And there's some splatter. I don't know if you can see it, but splatter on here as well. Yeah, you can see that. Pull out the cards. We did get a couple of nifty ad cards. This one right here for Carnival Inc. with a bunch of skulls on it. And this one, Karnival DeathHeads Carnage Edition, which is not bad as well. The back of the cards, a little disappointing. It's the exact same thing as the Armor Edition, which was that plastic Fournier deck. The same exact thing. And to me, even more disappointing is it does not match what's on the box, and it doesn't match the color of the box. I was really hoping for and expected to see a red deck. As soon as I saw these reviews online, I was immensely disappointed. I mean, it would have been better if they changed the color, made it match the box. Instead, what they got was this, and it looks an awful lot like the Skull and Bones bicycle deck that came from Conjure Arts not that long ago. Although, to be fair, Carnival did release this back design before with their plastic Fournier deck, so Conjuring Arts kind of copied them a little bit. But again, it's the same thing. The cards, you guessed it, standard bicycle faces. The court cards 100% standard. They didn't even bother to customize the colors a little bit. Again, very disappointing. I'll go through. Oh, 3/8. That's a good hand. They didn't do anything with the aces spectacularly. The jokers, again, a little bit of a disappointment. This one, I mean, they're not bad, but just a little disappointment. They do have skull and crossbones in the corners. Joker on the bottom. This guy's got blood dripping from his eyes and his mouth. And he's a jester type guy with a skull for a face. But this is basically the same, or almost the same, if not exactly the same, Joker that they had in the first edition. It's the same as your Fournier Jokers, except that it's a skull with blood. And then the other Joker, exact same thing, except no blood. Again, lazy. They could have come up with something different, some new Jokers, but instead they just copy and pasted what they had in the Fournier deck. And then there is the Ace of Spades. This one, again, is you only got a good part of the deck. It's not bad. It's got some nice artwork on there. Some nice details. A skull and crossbones. some blood splatter, and there's even a lightning bolt in the indice. Right here you can see there's a bit of a lightning bolt. So that's kind of interesting. And that actually goes with the ad card, which has lightning bolts in the corners in red, as you can see. But other than that, that's what you get. That's why I'm doing this review of the webcam, because it ain't nothing special. It's just a standard deck of bicycles, standard stock and finish. If you like collecting anything that has the bicycle name on it, then you'll want to buy it. If you like collecting anything that is part of the Carnival series, then of course you'll want to buy it. If you're into a skull and crossbones type stuff, then you probably want to buy it. But other than that, if you're not really into collecting cards, you probably don't want to buy it. Probably, you know, if you're not into Carnival cards or skulls and crossbones, or you don't care about collecting every single bicycle deck out there, then you probably don't want to get this one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It handles good, just like a standard bicycle would. It's good for practice. It can be used for color changes, where you go from like a standard bicycle to a Carnival or whatever. But there's other decks out there that you can do that with, like the Skull and Bones deck from Conjuring Arts. But overall, I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping for a little customization on the court cards. I was hoping for different jokers, and I was hoping for a red deck. Not what I got. Not to mention the fact that they take forever to release these things. They have them on their website for pre-orders forever and ever, and then they don't release them. And in fact, I think B and Poker was selling them way before the website was, Big Buy Media was. That's not the first time, and that annoys me just a little bit, because everyone else, Poker Star 52, the One-Eyed Jack, and whatnot, they wait until release day to sell the cards. But B and Poker World, he'll start selling them weeks before everyone else. They'll start doing pre-orders, and that's all BS. I mean, pre-orders is fine, because Big Buy Media does it, but to start selling it before everyone else isn't exactly fair to everyone else. Anyway, enough of that. It's not that great of a deck. You probably want to avoid it, unless, you know, you're one of those groups that I mentioned. And that's what I've got. Stay tuned for more deck reviews, card tricks coming your way. I'll see you next time.